All right, the most recent full course caution was a pretty scary crash suffered by Ray Robb. Let's find out how he is.
Yeah, big hit for Stingray, but he is out of the infield care center. So are you okay, and what happened there?
Yeah, totally all good. You know, I think that the steering wheel just kind of came off in my hands and turned one, to be honest. I hit the wall. It's like hitting a marshmallow, so that barrier did a good job of slowing me down a little bit. But it was weird thing. Like, it just went sideways, and I was holding onto the wheel, and the wheel wasn't doing anything. So after I was getting ready to jump out of the car, I could see it was just the wires that were holding the wheel on. So the hub was still attached, but the steering wheel itself wasn't attached to the hub. So I don't know if that was contact from earlier that would cause that, but I mean, it's been a rough weekend, so I feel bad for the Prix.com Chevy team, and we're going to regroup, come back, and hopefully Indy road course is a lot better. I like the team around me, so I have a good faith in them.
Thanks, Stingray. Glad you're okay.
The momentum continues. Top 10 in every race. Best finish of 4th today. We're trying to figure out what's going on. Do you have any idea what's going on with all these strategies in the cockpit?
No, not really. It was very confusing, and at some point I was just waiting for people to blow by, because Lundqvist came like a rocket, and I thought, okay, here we go. Now it's just going to be one after one. But no, I'm happy we stuck on that two-stopper the whole race, and we didn't really care what happened around us. We just stuck with that number, which really paid out in the end, because it looked like Armstrong and Palou, they didn't have enough. So they had to do a mega save in the last restart. So I'm happy we just stuck to our program, because it's so easy to get persuaded into pushing more when everyone's around you is on a different strategy. So super proud of the team. Another top 5. Maya Shank Racing has, you know, I feel like we're getting stronger every week, and we're up there with the big boys. So it's exciting.
5th in the championship for Meyer Shank Racing for Felix Rosenquist. Dylan?
And 5th today at Barber is Alex Palou. So the strategy was the name of the game today. Sometimes you nail it. Sometimes it just is what it is. But how frustrating was it just to, at the end, see all those guys kind of go by you?
Yeah, I mean, it was a roller coaster today. At points we thought we were going to win it by seconds, then we're just screwed. But anyway, it is what it is. It's IndyCar. Some days, as you said, it falls our way. Some days it doesn't. But it was frustrating just because you wanted to defend and I couldn't. We had to save so much fuel that it was impossible. But yeah, from 10th to 5th, so it was a good day. Always great to be here at Barber, and cannot wait for the month of May now.
Yeah, great run for Alex Palou. He comes home 5th today, Marty.
Vision for you. So let's talk about first the battle with your teammate Scott McLaughlin. You guys went back and forth in the middle of the pack for a little while. What was that racing like?
Yeah, I got him, and then he got a run on me, and I didn't want to, like, you know, you don't want two fancy cars out of the race with everything that's been going on. So I was kind of easy on him into turn 1 there, but yeah, I mean, it's hard fought 1-2 for Penske. I mean, yeah, we were certainly fast, but obviously a lot of strategy played into that, and we're able to use our speed to come out in front again. But I made a little mistake. I was kicking myself. I just happened to drop a little. I've been taking the outside line in turn 5, and but it's still, we got back to where we needed to be. And Chevy, we had Chevy give us a new engine. The boys did a phenomenal job to get that in such short time, because we had a little issue that, so we'll have to take that other engine back and look at it. But yeah, stoked to have Verizon on the podium again, and man, I'm knocking on the door of a win. It's going to come. Keep pushing for it.
You look pretty good, all things considered, how hot it is today. And I know it's still a work in progress to try to find airflow with the aero screen. Yeah. And then we saw your helmet vent just basically covered up with grass, so you didn't get any airflow.
Yeah, no, I was opening my visor at times. There's just zero airflow in the car right now. But I'm sure they'll get it sorted here soon.
Well done. Solid day for Will Power. Very much in play for a championship early in the season, Dylan.
A solid day as well for Linus Lundqvist. Started 19th, finished career best 3rd, biggest mover of the day. So there was so much excitement, a fist pump. You hollered in your helmet when you got out of the car. What are the emotions of finishing 3rd and all you had to do to get there today?
Oh, man. And I don't really like the expression, this is like a win for us, but I'm extremely happy with the podium. You know, it's my first in IndyCar, and, you know, it's been a little bit rough for me the first couple of races, and even struggled a little bit this weekend. But, man, what can I say? The team the team did an amazing job. You know, the American Legion Honda today was super, super fast. And, you know, I basically just listened to whatever they told me to do. And, you know, they said that, you know, be patient here and you'll get your reward at the end. And that we definitely did. You know, I think that was the first time ever that I actually got to pass in the car. So I was excited about that.
Well, and that's a great point, because there was a lot you had to do to get this result between fuel saving and pushing and passing cars. There was a lot of listening involved, but how much confidence does that give you going forward, just as a unit, that you can all work together and produce a result like this?
I mean, it's a great confidence boost. You know, just looking back at last weekend with Scott Dixon and the fuel saving that he did, obviously I took a hard dive into the data. I'm not there yet, but I think I learned a bit of a lesson, and I think that kind of paid off at the first, you know, 3/4 of the race, and then kind of set us up for the remainder, where they told me it's basically flat out here from the end, and I was happy to see the other guys having to do a little bit of fuel saving.
First of, I think, many podiums for Linus Lundqvist today. He starts 19th and finishes 3rd, Diff. So fit today, Marty.
Dylan, we started the day talking to Ben Bretzman, the engineer for Scott McLaughlin. We'll finish the day by talking to him. What impressed you most about your driver's performance today, Ben?
Raw pace. He did an amazing job with the speed when he needed it. We got that first yellow, we were okay. And then the way this started to kind of transpire with the yellow, the Rossi yellow, that really put us behind. We were in a situation where we was going to pass a lot of cars. The Ray Robb caution kind of brought us back into play. It was going to be how fast can he go. And he got clear for about 6 or 7 laps there and put laps that were faster than anyone, about a second a lap per anybody. And he pulled out and we were able to pit and get ahead of the 10 car before he came around. So this is raw pace when we needed it.
And Diff, I asked him, did you ever one time think about bailing on that 3-stop strategy we talked about to start the show? He said, not once.
Yeah.
Over willpower and 3.
After the week at Team Penske, was there a point to prove today?
Well, after
no, look, it's business. We're just going to keep rolling. You know, we know our job. We know what we need to do. I'm just super proud of the execution. The good ranch Chevy was so good. A couple of yellows didn't pull our way, but we just showed our pace, and super proud of everyone. And just we'll just keep rolling, man. Just execution. That's our word. And just get going.
How about this win and where it ranks for you career-wise? Because it's got to be a gratifying one, Scott.
Yeah, that's a good one. You know, it's definitely one of my best drives in terms of just execution and just knocking out the laps, and really happy we could advance to the checkered flag there and bring home a W for Team Penske and for Roger. And sorry, Mum and Dad, I was one race too long, but I know you're watching at home, and yeah, I miss you guys.
Tell me about that restart with your teammate Will Power. You saw the caution come out and your lead of 3.5 seconds erased. How worried were you about that restart?
I knew our pace. I knew we could control it and be. Obviously, you got to make sure that you don't make a mistake with a guy like Will behind you, and he's always going to push hard, but. You know, I knew we had some pace and we could cover him when we needed to, and I was proud of that.
How about this jump in the championship standings? Kyle Moyer said, you're back in it. You gained 20 spots today. You're now 9th.
Let's go. Let's keep going.
There you go. Scotty Mack goes back-to-back here at Barber Motorsports Park, Kevin.